involved in track and field. His future plans include playing football at college and working for ESPN. Jake Bush. Brady Michael Callahan. Brady is the son of Tim and Jennifer Callahan. He has been involved in football for 8 years. He earned second team All-Region last year and All-State honorable mention. He was part of the D10 championship team in 2017. Brady's most memorable moment is while whitewater rafting with the leadership team. The whole boat went sideways and he tried to grab Coach Murray and he yelled, "I got you, Coach." Trying to pull him up, they both went flying downstream. Brady Michael Callahan. Carter James Chin. Carter is the son of Jim and Renee Chin. He has been involved in the football program for 4 years. He's a 3-year letterman and a 2-time captain in football, 3-year letterman and 2-time captain in baseball, and 2-year letterman in basketball. His most memorable moments include beating Meadville in last year's D10 championship to become the district championship. Carter is involved in Grove City varsity baseball and the Youngstown Class B baseball league. Carter's future plans are to attend college and pursue a major that he enjoys while playing football or baseball. Carter James Chin. Tim Christie. Tim is the son of Mike and Vanessa Christie. He has been involved in football for 6 years. Tim has participated in the leadership program for 2 years and is a 2-year letterman. He's on the track and field team. Tim's future plans are to go to college for architecture and throw javelin. Tim Christie. Seth Christopher Davis. Seth is the son of Susan and Dan Davis. He has been involved in the football program for 11 years. Seth is a 3-year letterman and a 2nd-year starter. Seth's favorite moment was hearing that they were going to the state playoffs. He's also a member of Ski Club. Seth's future plans are to attend Kent State and major in biology or psychology. Seth Christopher Davis.
Tyler James Greer. Tyler is the son of JR and Heather Greer. He has been involved in the football program for 4 years. Tyler is a 4-year letterman, 2-year captain, and earned the highest GPA academic award 3 years in a row. Tyler has enjoyed every minute of the past 4 years. The summer workouts, 2-a-days, practices, championships, wing nights, bus rides, and the leadership program have all given him great memories with his teammates and coaches. He is also a member of wrestling, Project Fierce, Wellness Club, and National Honor Society. Tyler's future plans are to attend college, get a job, retire early, and travel. Tyler James Greer. Ronald Francis Howard III. Ronnie is the son of Ron and Jen Howard. He has been involved in the football program for 4 years. Ronnie became a letterman in his junior year. His most memorable moment is winning the D10 championship last year and this year. He was inducted into the National Honor Society in his junior year and enjoys hitting the slopes with the GCHS Ski Club. Ronnie's future plans are to go into the medical or engineering fields. Ronald Francis Howard III. Logan Jacob Lutz. Logan is the son of Sean and Julie Lutz. He has been involved in the football program for 4 years. In 2017, he was part of the first team All-State and named Region Player of the Year. He is a 4-year winner and starter. Logan's most memorable moment was winning the D10 championship. He is also involved in basketball. Logan's future plans are to go to college and play football. Logan Jacob Lutz. Andrew John Miller. AJ is the son of John and Susan Miller. He has been involved in football for 10 years. AJ is a 3-year letterman. His most memorable moment was winning the D10 championship last year. AJ is involved in basketball, Project Fierce, and prom club. His future plans are to attend the University of Pittsburgh. Andrew John Miller. Nicholas Adam Morosky. Nick is the son of Jen and Jay Morosky. He has been involved in football for 8 years. Nick is a 2-year letterman. His most memorable moment includes scoring his first varsity touchdown during his sophomore year in the District 10 championship game. He is also a member of the track team. Nick's future plans are to attend college. Nicholas Adam Morosky. James Palmer. James is the son of Glenn and Denise Sanders. He has been involved in the football program for 1 year. James has enjoyed creating new friendships and giving funny drawings to Coach Mowry to put in the coach's office. He plans to go to college and possibly enter into the military. James Palmer.
championship and just winning the Region 5 championship last week. Deshaun is also involved in the wrestling program. His future plans are to attend a trade school. Deshaun say. Tyler Schreffler. Tyler is the son of Douglas Sr. and Tammy Schreffler. He has been involved in football for 11 years. He was part of the D10 championship team and named co-captain of the junior varsity. Tyler's most memorable moments include his first touchdown against Erie McDowell and becoming a D10 champion. He is involved in track and part of the leadership team. Tyler's future plans include attending college and graduating with a degree in criminal justice. Tyler Schreffler. Nicholas Smither. Nick is the son of Elizabeth Guinness. He has been involved in football for 8 years. Nick is a 2-year letterman. His most memorable moments include morning conditioning with the boys and winning the D10 championship junior year. Nick is also involved in track and field. His future plans are to attend college and major in criminal justice. Nicholas Smither. Sean Mitchell Woods. Sean is the son of Bill Woods and Jana Rozek. He has been involved in the football program for 4 years. Sean was part of the team that won the D10 championship, was named to the second team regional team, and took part in the leadership program. His most memorable moment was winning the D10 championship. Sean plans to attend college and get a degree in mathematics. Sean Mitchell Woods.
Madison Nicole Jezemski. Madison is the daughter of Kevin and Tracy Jezemski. She has been a football cheerleader for 4 years and is a captain of the squad. Maddie is a 3-year letterman for football and basketball cheerleading, a 2-year football cheer captain, and a 1-year basketball cheer captain. Her most memorable moment was watching Dougie Schreffler get his first touchdown during his senior year. She's a member of yearbook and the basketball cheerleading squad. Maddie competes with a competitive cheer group and works at Justice. Her future plans include attending college, majoring in early childhood special education, buying a pug, and living happily ever after. Madison Nicole Jezemski. Courtney Paige Babel. Courtney is the daughter of Charles and Karen Babel. She has been involved in football cheerleading for 2 years. Courtney's memorable moment is playing hide and seek in the dark and scaring everyone. Courtney is a coach for the Little Eagle Band of Cheerleaders. Courtney's future plans include graduating and going into the field of accounting or something in the medical field. Also, happy birthday, Courtney. Alyssa Ann Grossi. Alyssa is the daughter of Vince and Patty Grossi. She has been a football cheerleader for 4 years. Alyssa's favorite memory is from her sophomore year when KP threw a football out of bounds and she caught it. She's involved in student council, Project Peers, prom club, advanced video, and is the senior class president. Alyssa plans to attend a university and major in nursing. Alyssa Ann Grossi.
Emily Joanne Kristiak. Emily is the daughter of Kim and Marty Kristiak. Emily has been a cheerleader for 4 years. Her most memorable moment is when she finally hit the wolf wall during her freshman year. Emily attends Mercer County Career Center for cosmetology. She plans to go to college for massage therapy and one day open a spa. Emily Joanne Kristiak. Alexis Taylor Nader. Lexi is the granddaughter of Greg and Linda Gunther. She has been a cheerleader for 3 years. Lexi is a 2-time All-American cheerleader and has attended the cheerleading world competition twice. One of her most memorable moments includes cheering on her best friends on the field with her best friends on the sidelines for the past 3 years. She also plays volleyball and is a teenage volunteer at Grove City Medical Center. Lexi plans to attend college and major in biomedical engineering and then attend med school to become a trauma surgeon. Alexis Taylor Nader. Abigail Irene Shipton. Abigail is the daughter of Doug and Michelle Shipton. She has been a cheerleader for 4 years and is a captain of the squad. Abigail's most memorable moment was the first time she flew in a stunt after recovering from an injury for 3 months. She is a member of Student Council, NHS, Project Peers, and diving. Abby's future plans includes becoming an occupational therapist and living a happy life. Abigail Irene Shipton. Morgan Leanne Williams. Morgan is the daughter of Melanie and Todd Williams.
She has been involved in cheerleading for 4 years. Her most memorable moment includes playing hide and seek in the school during practice. She's a member of Yearbook and Spanish Club. Morgan plans to attend Bloomsburg University with a major in social work and a minor in psychology. Morgan Leanne Williams.
Jocelyn Paige Huber. Jocelyn is the daughter of Tammy Catley. She has been a cheerleader for 4 years. Jocelyn has enjoyed being able to cheer for a great team while making friends. She is a member of Prom Club, Project Pierce, and Student Council. Jocelyn's future plans are to attend many years of college to become a special victims lawyer, go to the beach, and be successful. Jocelyn Paige Huber.
Ashley Renee Biddle. Ashley is the daughter of Amy and Wayne Biddle. She has been involved with the tennis girls program for 3 years. Her most memorable moment was when Coach Coulter did a cartwheel. She is involved in track and field, unified bocce, and youth group. Ashley plans to attend college and study early childhood education. Ashley Renee Biddle. Georgia Therese Coulter. Georgia is the daughter of Michael and Laura Coulter. She has been involved in the tennis program for 4 years. Georgia's most memorable moment was field day this year. She is really glad that she got to play doubles with her sister this year. Georgia is also involved in theater, art, National Honor Society, and Young Life. Georgia's future plans are to travel and go to college for economics and art history. Georgia Therese Coulter. Abby Fry. Abby is the daughter of Carol and Michael Fry. She has been involved in the tennis program for 4 years and is a 4-year varsity letterman. Her most memorable moment is the noise that Candy made. Abby is involved in theater, show choir, and band. Her future plans are to get the station license, travel the world, and be happy. Abby Fry. Abigail Pearl Foley. Abigail is the daughter of Dave and Amy Foley. She has been involved in the tennis program for 4 years. She is a 4-year letterman. Abby's most memorable moments include placing second and third doubles at Field Day 2017 and placing second and third singles at Field Day 2018. She has been a member of Concert Band and Yearbook for 4 years. Abigail plans to attend college and work in a career where she can help people. Abigail Pearl Foley. Logan Riley Foos. Logan is the daughter of Shell and Matt Foos. She has been involved in the girls' tennis program for 4 years. Logan's accomplishments include being a part of the 2017 District 10 champion team, winning the third doubles contest at Field Day her freshman year, being the second doubles runner-up at Field Day as a junior, and being nominated for Breakout Athlete of the Week twice by the Erie Times in 2018 in September. Her most memorable moments include playing barefoot with Georgia and Lauren her freshman year and doing bob it to a car horn during a match and everyone stopping to watch. She is also a 2-year captain of Silkline, a member of the National Honor Society, Ski Club, Show Choir, Theater, and Project Pierce. Logan dances with Dance Center Studios. Logan plans to attend college, become a sign language interpreter, and hopes to help others. Logan Riley Foos. Grace Ann Messer. Grace is the daughter of Colin and Elizabeth Messer. She has been involved with the girls' tennis program for 3 years. Grace has lettered and played in 3 varsity matches. She is thankful for 2 great and encouraging coaches, Coach Coulter and Coach Fry. Grace is involved in theater, National Honor Society, singing at church, and Spanish clubs. Grace's plans are to attend college and become a Spanish-speaking nurse. Grace Ann Messer.
Alexandra Norris. Alex is the daughter of Will and Sharon Norris. She's been involved in the golf program for 3 years. She's competed at the District 10 competition all 3 years. Alex has enjoyed meeting people and making friendships that will last a lifetime. She also participates in the Grove City High School diving program. Alex's future plans are to attend college, major in business, be fashionable, and work in a cubicle. Alexandra Norris. Nicholas Paparone. Nick is the son of Joe and Stacy Paparone. He has been involved in the golf program for 4 years. Nick's most memorable moment is becoming the one and only Hollywood. He is involved in marching band, theater, show choir, NHS, and Project Pierce. Nick's future plans are to go to college and build a jetpack. Nicholas Paparone.
to senior band club members.
At this time, we wish to acknowledge our band seniors and their parents. Marissa Melosio. Marissa is the daughter of Rachel and Mark Melosio. She's a fourth-year marching band and concert band member. She's also involved in a dance video club. Her most memorable moments are all of the band trips. Marissa's future plans are to attend college and major in film. Marissa Melosio. Dakota Bartholomew. Dakota is the daughter of Carrie Houston and grandparents Robert and Linda Flynn. She's a fourth-year band manager. Her other activities include wrestling, cheerleading, and youth group. Her most memorable moment was getting to watch the amazing halftime performances throughout the years. Dakota's future plans are to attend art college, get a job, and travel. Dakota Bartholomew. Kyle Thomas Beck. Kyle is the son of Michelle and Buck Beck. He is a fourth-year concert band and marching band member. Additionally, he has participated in jazz ensemble and pep band. Kyle's other activities include swim team and theater. His most memorable moment is riding the rapids and the Millennium Force in the pouring rain with the drumline at Cedar Point. Kyle's future plans are to attend Slippery Rock University and major in music education. Kyle Beck. Brett Belden. Brett is the daughter of Laura and Scott Belden. She's a fourth-year concert band member and a third-year marching band member. She's also involved in yearbook. Her most memorable moment is marching the Literary Day Parade and hearing a little girl yell, "Look, it's Supergirl!" Brett's future plans are to attend college for music and travel the world. Brett Belden. Eric Brown. Eric is the son of Chad Brown and Crystal Shadow. He is a third-year marching band member and a third-year concert band member. His most memorable moment is his sophomore year of band camp. Eric's future plan is to enter the workforce. Eric Brown. Chloe Chin. Chloe is the daughter of Renee and Jim Chin. She is a fifth-year marching band member and a fourth-year concert band member. Additionally, she has participated in the county band for 4 years and pep band for 3 years. Her other activities include theater, National Honor Society, show choir, Project Peers, and dance. Chloe's most memorable moment is having the tubas huddle up before every performance. Her future plans are to attend college and study marine sciences and to find joy in everything. Chloe Chin. Julia Claypool. Julia is the daughter of Ruth Hicks and Dennis Claypool Jr. She is a fifth-year marching band member. Her most memorable moment is Homecoming 2018. Julia's future plans are to become a veterinarian or an animal groomer. Julia Claypool. Alyssa Klaus. Alyssa is the daughter of Beth and Mike Klaus. She is a fourth-year marching band member and a fourth-year concert band member. Her other school activities include Praise Symbols and National Honor Society. Her most memorable moment is all of the marching band. Alyssa's future plans are to attend Slippery Rock University, find my Mr. Darcy, have kids, grow old, and become an old lady with cats. Alyssa Klaus. She's a fourth-year marching band member and a fourth-year concert band member. Her other activities include ski club, cross country, and National Honor Society treasure. Her most memorable moment was going to Cedar Point in the rain. Ashley's future plans are to attend Penn State University, major in pre-med, and become a doctor. Ashley Carruthers. Jesse Dick. Jesse is the son of Brian and Lynn Dick. He is a fourth-year marching band member and a two-year concert band member. Jesse's most memorable moment was the entire Disney trip. More importantly, waking up 20 minutes late on departure day. His future plans are to travel the world and hopefully figure out this thing called life. Jesse Dick. Alex Filer. Alex is the son of Mike and Amy Filer. He is a fifth-year marching band member and a fourth-year concert band member. His other activities include theater and advanced video. Alex's most memorable moment was Caleb Stewart forgetting his snare drum the day of the Cedar Point trip, so he took mine, leaving me with a drumstick and a cymbal. His future plans are undecided. Alex Filer. Abby Fry. Abby is the daughter of Michael and Carol Fry. She is a third-year marching band member. Her other activities include tennis, show choir, and theater. Abby's most memorable moment was going to New York City with the band. Her future plans are to attend West Hills and Session Academy, get my license, travel the world, and either become rich or marry rich. Abby Fry. Logan Goose. Logan is the daughter of Shelley and Matthew Goose. She is a fourth-year Silk Line member. Her other activities include tennis, Project Peers, National Honor Society, and journalism. Her most memorable moment was marching through a rainstorm during the homecoming parade her sophomore year. Logan's future plans are to attend college, become an American Sign Language interpreter, and help others. Logan Goose. Genevieve Harvey. Genevieve is the daughter of Andrew and Daphne Harrison Harvey. She is a fifth-year marching band member and a fourth-year concert band member. Her other activities include chamber choir president, show choir, theater, and Thespian Society vice president. Genevieve's most memorable moment was getting stuck in the music room with the entire concert band for an hour and a half during the lockdown during her junior year. Her future plans are to attend Grove City College, major in music performance, her voice, and minor in theater. Genevieve Harvey. Madeline Ladiak. Madeline is the daughter of Tammy and Clem Ladiak. She's a fifth-year marching band member. 1 year on drumline, 3 years on silk line, and 1 year on tuba. Additionally, she's a fourth-year concert band member. Her other activities include cross country, track and field, archery, robotics club, 4-H, youth group, National Honor Society, ski club, and Grove City Borough Junior Council. Her most memorable moment was traveling to New York City with the entire band. Madeline's future plans are to attend college at Penn State or Purdue University and major in neurophysiology or plant science. Madeline Ladiak. Lexon McDonald. Lexon is the son of John and Bridget McDonald. He is a fifth-year marching band member and a fourth-year concert band member. His most memorable moment was when a flag was flying around the LGI during pep band. Lexon's future plans are to serve in the military. Lexon McDonald. Allie Mickley. Allie is the daughter of John and Debbie Mickley. She is a third-year band manager. Her other activities include backstage, makeup crew, plays and musicals, Spanish club, and library club. Allie's most memorable moment was the 2018 band trip to Disney World. Her future plans are to attend Westminster College and major in psychology. Allie Mickley. Jenna Miller. Jenna is the daughter of Jennifer Miller and Dale Miller. She is a fifth-year marching band member and a fourth-year concert band member. Additionally, she has participated in county band, district band, jazz ensemble, and pep band. Her most memorable moment was her friend losing her shoe, twice. Jenna's future plans are to serve in the Air Force and then attend college for mechanical engineering. Jenna Miller. Nick Paprode. drum major and a fourth-year concert band member. Additionally, Nick participates in show choir and chamber choir. His other activities include golf, theater, National Honor Society, and Project Beers. His most memorable moment was marching down Main Street, USA in Disney World. Nick's future plans are to attend college and build a time machine. Nick Pavro. Alex Rhodes. Alex is the daughter of Kristen Marie and Scott Rhodes. She is a fourth-year marching band member and a fourth-year concert band member. Additionally, she was a member of Pep Band. Alex's most memorable moment was singing songs with my bandmates in the back of the bus. Her future plans are to serve in the military, have fun, and marry the woman I love. Alex Rhodes. Levi Throckmorton. Levi is the son of Warren and Debbie Throckmorton. He's a second-year band manager. His other activity is theater. Levi's most memorable moment is the "It Doesn't Get Better Than This" chant. His future plans are to attend college, majoring in computer science. Levi Throckmorton. Cody Wilson. Cody's the son of Janine Simmons, Alan Wilson, and step-parents Carol Wilson and Michael Simmons. He is a fourth-year marching band member and a fourth-year concert band member. Additionally, Cody has been a member of Jazz Ensemble and Pep Band, as a member of show choir, theater, and National Honor Society. His most memorable moment was switching to tuba during his junior year. Cody's future plans are to attend college for video game design and development or become an occupational therapist. Cody Wilson. We congratulate and thank our seniors for their years of hard work and dedication. We also thank their parents for their support, diversity schools, and their sons and daughters' chosen activities. Wish them future success with their chosen paths. Thank you again, and good luck to our seniors.
In their offense tonight. Yeah, Conneaut, I guess you could say signature, they beat Hickory week 4, 26-10, and then won the very next week, week 5, over General McLean, 36-35 in overtime. And then the wheels sort of started to come off. They had a loss to Sharon, 48-12, and then last week they lost to Slipper Rock, 42-20.
Yep, so their first break on the Countdown to Kickoff show from Grove City High School. And I want to come back and ask you a couple of things about this special Grove City Eagle football season that you've enjoyed up here in the booth with Rick Dayton throughout the season. So we will take a break. You're listening to Grove City High School football on Z104.
And you know what? He knows what he's in store for tonight. It's the Pat Gold, he's struggling a little bit. They've suffered some key injuries, and, last week they lost their quarterback, Mr. Everything, Kyle Sheets. And but before that, they lost some key linemen. In high school football, you lose a couple offensive linemen that has some size, some experience. That can hurt you more than a quarterback, a running back, a wide receiver at times. So Conneaut's coming into the game a little bit short-handed. But knowing Conneaut, they're going to put up a fight, and but stopping this Grove City offense is going to be difficult.
Yes, it certainly is, Jeff. And you know as well as I do that Pat Gould is an excellent coach, and he's had some tremendous football programs in his 14 years at Conneaut High School. And he's taken a wide receiver and moved him from the wideout position to quarterback. And Tanner Neiman last week, 6 carries, 109 yards, and he threw a touchdown pass to his tight end, Noah Richardson. So he was pretty productive in that role last week, albeit in defeat. So he's found the best guy to play that position on his football team right now. But it does, I would think, make them pretty one-dimensional, doesn't it, Coach? It's almost now, if Neiman doesn't do it, it's the Peyton Hearn show, their outstanding running back. And so Grove City can certainly gang up on that.
Well, definitely. Grove City's they're really tough against the run to begin with, and now when you're playing a team that, basically it's one-handed. Although I watched Neiman warming up, he's a left-hander, and that's one thing Grove City's going to have to take into account. And he throws a pretty good football. And last week, going in, when he came into the game, I watched the film and didn't seem rattled. Ran the offense, and now he's had a week to practice. So I look for good things from him. He's a good athlete.
Yeah, they have a couple of good athletes that Grove City will have to account for. But they certainly don't have the big four that the Grove City Fighting Eagles have. And, when you look at their lineup, it is pretty doggone special indeed, with Brady Callahan running the show at quarterback. Carter Chin, of course, is an outstanding tight end who plays both sides and plays very well and catches a pass sometimes when you least expect it. Tyler Greer, the 175-pound senior running back, can run wild at times. And my goodness, Logan Lutz is a very special football player on both sides of the football, is he not? And I was watching him warm up out there tonight, and you can just tell in warm-ups he is a football player.
He's Mr. Everything. Just here's a couple of, stats of Grove City's offense, averaging 44 points a game. 257 yards rushing, 204 passing, very well balanced. They average 461 yards a game. Brady Callahan, 95 for 124, 76% completions, 1,322 yards. How about these all-purpose yards per game? Tyler Greer, 134 yards a game. Logan Lutz, 130. Colby Nelson, 80 yards a game. And Carter Chin, 38. Just an offense that, if you want to try to stop one thing, they just hit you with something else.
Absolutely. And, boy, that figure of 44, 45 points a game, that is almost juggernaut category. And they're going to have a tough time, the Conneaut Eagles are, to slow down this Grove City offense, no doubt about it. Well, we had a chance to catch up with Pat Gould, the coach of the Conneaut Eagles, and we're going to talk to him in just a couple of minutes. But let's take one more break, Coach Bell, before we hear from Pat Gould. You're listening to Grove City High School football on Z104. I went brain dead on trying to find that.
I was watching you, and I was trying to. So that Jared will come running down here again. Hey, you guys keep messing with this thing.
Well, I'm not messing with those.
Right.
And that's what it's all about.
Yeah, well, I think we've got it. That's so much better when you don't have.
It is.
Wow.
It is.
Yeah. That's.
Yep.
It's tough.
Now, AJ, go right into the Pat Gould interview.
AJ's got his work cut out for him tonight.
Well, we're good. We're a little unpredictable.
That's
but,
right.
That's all right.
Right.
What's that? Oh, Junior, yeah, he sent me a text today, and he said he would be listening. I said, well, I'm no Rick Dayton, but I'll bring something to brother.
He was excited. He was doing his shoot back the
He was.
Just one.
That's all I want to see.
2018 football season.
You know the names of the officials.
Yes, you under the field direction of drum majors Nick Pack-Road.
Have you announced them yet?
No, I'll come back and get him.
The Grove City Eagles
Yeah, well, we're going to Pat Gould's interview.
presentation with Gun Fly now. remain standing for the Grove City alma mater. Show your school spirit by joining the band, dance line, silk line, and cheerleaders with the Hey Song.
You were saying.
Just so you all have kind of what I do. I just add on to each. So like if there's like a slot that says like
your Grove City Eagles host the Eagles of Conneaut. The Eagles of Conneaut come in with a record of 4-3 overall, 1-2 in the region, and are coached by Pat Gould. The Eagles come in with a record of 7-0 overall and 3-0 in the region, and the Eagles are coached by Sam Mowry. Tonight's officials: back judge Clint Robinson, line judge Jim Miglio, head linesman Jim Rum, umpire Joe Rashilla, and our referee for tonight is Riley Smoot.
5 pounds, another senior. The wide receivers that will be deployed tonight are senior Deshaun Say, 5'11", 145 pounds. A.J. Miller, the angular one at 6'5", 200 pounds. And, of course, the aforementioned Logan Lutz, one of the stars on this football team, a 6'2", 190-pound senior. The quarterback who makes it all work is senior Brady Callahan at 5'11", 170 pounds. Now, for Conneaut, their offense will look this way when they take the field. The starting center for Conneaut is senior Chad Jones. Their right guard is Peyton Ordis, a junior. The left guard is a sophomore, Trevor Terslick. Their right tackle is Zach Keel, another sophomore. And the left tackle is Dominic Nierman, a senior. And I have a feeling that a couple of these young men are filling in for people who are on the injured list. The tight end, who will be a blocker and a receiver, is Noah Richardson, the junior. The wideouts, who will be deployed throughout the game, split out in most of their formations, are number 5, Devin Neal, a junior, and number 17, Dominic Ellis, a senior. The quarterback is Tanner Neiman, a junior, who is a transplanted wide receiver, filling in for the injured quarterback, Kyle Sheets. The slot back, Malin Schmidt, a senior, moves around a lot. He will play tight end, receiver, wing back, and H-back. And the man who makes it go on the ground for the Conneaut Eagles is Peyton Hearn, a senior, their feature back. He'll wear number 21. Last week, 23 carries, 124 yards, and a touchdown against Slippery Rock. And Coach Bell, you know him also, I'm sure, as an outstanding wrestler. One of the best wrestlers in District 10, and I believe he had a .319 batting average with their baseball team this year. And he's batting a pretty high percentage with this football team as well. An outstanding player, and he'll be the guy that the Grove City Eagles are going to be keying on tonight.
Definitely, just a great all-around athlete. He's second in District 10 in rushing with 1,090 yards. And as you mentioned, 124 yards against Slippery Rock, Slippery has a very good defense, especially their rush defense, and he did a great job last week against Slippery Rock.
The Grove City Eagles have come out, and they are down below us. Love their gold helmets. Beautiful.
Look great under the lights, don't
Yes, they certainly do, and very, very attractive uniforms. On the other side, the Conneaut Eagles have taken the field. They do not have the numbers that the Grove City Eagles do, and the officials are going to get the captains together. They'll meet at midfield, and we'll find out who's going to get the football to start the game. The referee is a gentleman who's been doing football games and basketball games for many a year, Riley Smoot from Farrell, Pennsylvania. The umpire is Joe Rochilla. Jim Rum, the head linesman, Jim Niglio, the line judge, and Clint Robinson is the back judge this evening. The captains for the Grove City Eagles are out on the field. They are Tyler Greer, the running back, Carter Chin, the tight end, Logan Lutz, the wide receiver and safety, quarterback Brady Callahan, and representing the offensive line is Jake Bush.
Yeah, great senior leadership. And, you were reading that starting lineup off you, and Grove City's starting 11 seniors on offense.
Well, and that is by design. A couple of young men earned the start off the bench because they're playing their last game here at Forker Field, and I think most coaches would do it, and Sam Mowry would be the last one not to.
Exactly. We tried to do that when I was coaching, and it's a nice gesture to give these kids. Maybe some of them have never started a game here, and even if you have, starting the game on senior night, you can only start 11. They have 16 seniors, so I'm sure they'll get those other players in on special teams, on defense.
Right. All right, the officials have the players shaking hands now.
Keeping us in suspense.
Keeping us in suspense. Did you see any signal from Riley Smoot?
I did not.
I didn't.
Well,
We're glad to have Corey Corbin from Allied News to our left. Corey is the crack statistician, game in, game out here at Grove City, and any numbers we have, we know they're going to be right because they're coming from Corey's pen or pencil or whatever he uses. Always good to see Corey. Too much time or illegal substitution is going to be the call, according to Riley Smoot, and that'll cost the Conneaut offense 5 yards, putting it back to the 43. So let's make it now a 3rd down, and we'll call it 16, Coach.
Right. It'd be interesting to see if Coach Ardona decides to send some pressure here or just play, regular and play zone defense.
Do they do a lot of pressure?
They do. They do a lot of blitzing.
Okay, so let's see if they bring it here. They do not. In fact, Neiman rolls to the left. He gets away from the first man, throws. He has Hearn, but only to the 46-yard line. And it's going to be 4th down and about 15. Actually, they're saying no catch.
Yeah, Logan Lutz came in with the hit and, popped the ball loose and incomplete pass.
So incomplete pass. We go back now to the 43, and it'll be 4th down and 15 and punt formation. And the Grove City Eagles are sending the dangerous one, Logan Lutz, back. And Lutz will stand back at about his own 25-yard line.
Yeah, usually Logan Brees is the return man, but they have Lutz back there tonight.
And we did not catch who the punter is. It's normally Sheets, but they have a new guy in the game, and he kicks it away, and it's going to bounce at the 30, and it's going to roll past the 25 down to about the 23. And I do believe it looked like 23 was in there punting.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was
but I could be mistaken.
23 or 26.
26?
26 is a freshman.
Lewandowski, yeah. Might have been 26. But anyway, Grove City now has the football 1st and 10. And, of course, the Eagles will come out here with quarterback Brady Callahan. Tyler Greer, the running back. Carter Chin, the tight end. Say, Miller, and Lutz will be the wide receivers. And in the gun is Brady Callahan. And Callahan's going to take one step and throw it out here to the right. The pass is incomplete. Intended for Chin.
Yeah, and you very seldom see him, miss a pass or drop a pass.
Was he looking upfield to see who was coming?
He may have been.
All right, 2nd and 10 for Grove City.
I was just going to say, if you find Chin, you'll usually find where the ball's going.
Ball's on the 24-yard line. Grove City's first possession. Here's the give, straight ahead, and this is Greer. And Greer finds running room off the left side. He's across the 30 and out to about, the 37-yard line?
Nice gain. Probably about a 7 or 8 yard gain.
Yep.
Carter Chin with the lead block. And they're in the same formation again, and they're ready to snap the ball.
They certainly are. The fast break offense of Grove City wastes no time. The give again is to Greer. Greer gets to the 2nd level, crosses the 35 up to about the 36-yard line, and that is going to be a Grove City Eagle 1st down. They're first in the football game.
Right, and they decided, they started out with a pass, and now we're...
Callahan deploys 4 wides actually. He has Greer to his left, and he pitches to Greer. Greer turns the corner, 40, 45, 50, and knocked out of bounds in Conneaut territory at the 47-yard line.
That's the play they run every week, Q, and I'm up here and I'm saying, why can't teams stop that? But every week they run it, and every week they get good yardage on it.
And they seem to do some seal blocking there too, Coach.
Yeah, the perimeter blocking is key on that, and they do a nice job.
So Greer gets 16 on the play, and it's a 1st and 10 for Grove City. And here's the fake, and here's the give, and it's again the carry by Greer. He's at the 25-20, 15-10, 5, and knocked out of bounds at about the 1-yard line. Boy, did that hole open, Jeff.
Wow, and Tyler Greer so quick, and again, point of attack, Carter Chin with a block, and he split the 2 safeties, and he almost got it in the end zone.
All right to the line of scrimmage with a 1st and goal, and they'll say he was out of bounds at the 4. So Callahan in the gun with Greer to his left, and 3 wides on 1st and goal at the 4-yard line of Conneaut. Here's the give to Greer. Greer takes a stutter step and cuts into the line, and he is into the end zone for a Grove City touchdown. Tyler Greer, a 4-yard run. Did you see that little stutter step? He took a step to the right, then he took a step to the left, and faked them out of there and had just enough room to get in for the touchdown.
You know, those wrestlers, they have good feet, good balance, and Tyler has both of those.
All right, he certainly does. So, John Hake is in to try the extra point, and he's had a pretty good year kicking the football. The snap, it's down, the rush is on, but the kick is up, and the kick is good. So there's a timeout on the field. The Grove City Eagles strike first on the big run by Tyler Greer. It is Grove City 7, Conneaut nothing on Z104.
Farmers National Bank. Visit them on West Main Street in Grove City. Local decision, local expert. Farmers National Bank is proud to support senior night with free household vouchers.
And put their Hake kick too, right?
Go Eagles from Farmers National Bank.
Good.
Trying to think.
Great to see our cheerleaders swear to take and also take out in the nest. Way to go, student athletes.
I think it was a 7-play drive.
Was it?
I
well,
think.
I'll buy it. Corey, was that 7 plays? That drive? 6 plays.
The first quarter is brought to you by McNichol and Bonner LLP, your local estate agent.
A 6-play drive for the Grove City Eagles culminates with a 4-yard touchdown run by Greer. Hake boomed the extra point through the uprights, and the Grove City Eagles lead 7-0, and Hake now kicks off, and it's down to Neiman at the 10-yard line. This kid has good speed. He's across the 20, 25, and is stopped at the 30. He got to the 31 on the first kick return. Now he gets to the 30.
You know what? That was Landon Hedgeland, actually, that kicked. He came in last week and kicked after Grove City had been tackled for a safety and kicked about a 78-yard kick against Sharon. So that was Landon Hedgeland kicking off.
Okay, Landon Hedgeland.
A little bit stronger leg. Hake's more accurate, but Landon has a stronger leg.
All right, so here is Conneaut at the line of scrimmage. And the quarterback keeps it, and he's going to be thrown in the backfield. And who is in there for Grove City making that big play?
I believe it was Carter Chin.
I think it was. Boy, has he been active so far, Jeff.
I'll tell you what, he's a player. Offensively, defensively, special teams.
He blew in there that time. Neiman did not fake him out at all.
He had a great game last week against Sharon.
All right, so it's a loss of what, about 7? Call it 2nd and 17. Here's the give to Hearn. And Hearn is trying to dance, and he has nowhere to run or hide, but he does cross the 25 up to about the 26-yard line, gets a few back, but it is now a 3rd and 15 situation for the Conneaut Eagles. And this is an obvious pass situation down the field, wouldn't you think?
You would think, and in this situation, maybe a screen, draw.
Well, he has 4 wides in the game. So let's see what he calls. Neiman is running around. He's going to keep it. If he gets a block, he can make some yardage, and he does get a lot of it back to the 35-yard line, but he's still going to be a good 5 yards shy of the first down, and trailing 7-0 in their own territory. I am sure that Pat Gould is not going to risk anything here, and they're going to punt the football away. And he does have his punter into the game, and that's Jaden Onderko, who is in there punting.
Okay.
Onderko officially is the punter. And he will stand at the 25-yard line. And Logan Lutz is the deep man back at about the 30. He takes it at the 34. Outside to the 40. They do have a wall. 50, 40, 30, and out of bounds. Boy, that was a great return. Great return.
That was Logan Brees.
Logan Brees was the new man.
Yeah,
okay.
That's normally who does the returning. They had Lutz on the first one, but Logan, and he's done that all year. Great return, man.
Well, he did a great job, and boy, they had that set up beautifully.
Grove City special teams, they're well coached, and every week they make a couple big plays.
All right, so Grove City already leading 7-0. He has the football after that good return, and here is the give straight ahead, and Tyler Greer just pounds right up the middle behind that big offensive line down to the 26-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 4, 2nd and 6 for Grove City.
That's Colby Nelson.
Is Nelson in there now?
Nelson's in there now, yeah, change of pace.
Junior
back.
Colby Nelson, 160-pounder. Snap, here's the fake, here's the pass out to the right, and it's caught by an Eagle. He's at the 15, the 10, the 5, and in for the touchdown.
I believe that was Lutz.
That was Logan Lutz, okay. And Lutz scores. It is now 13-0. Boy, they executed that beautifully, Jeff.
That was a quick drive and not much time off the clock. They scored at 7:55, and now there's 5:21, so less than 2 minutes between scores. Someone was going to question my math on that.
John Hake is in to try the extra point. The kick is blocked.
Yeah,
it is no good. Somebody just blew right in there.
They had that same problem last week from the same side. Sharon blocked an extra point.
Well, they'll have to work on that in practice this week. So there's a timeout on the field, but Grove City now leads Conneaut 13-0 on Z104.
How far was that reception of Lutz?
20. Was it 19 yards? I see the marker still over there.
Yeah. Let's see. No, 20.
Corey, how far was that
20,
touchdown?
24.
How far was that touchdown? 26. What was that?
Callahan just became the leading passer, just past Brian Kavanaugh. Second leading passer. Cameron Patterson's number one.
Okay. All right, we're back at Forker Field, and we have a record of sorts just set here. Jeff Bell, why don't you tell us about it?
Brady Callahan just became Grove City's second leading passer, past Brian Kavanaugh. Still behind Cameron Patterson, but boy, it's a great honor, and it's well deserved. And Brady just does a wonderful job each week, and good to see him get that record.
Absolutely, that's a great accomplishment. Okay, here comes the kickoff, and it's going to be taken by one of the up men, and he's going to take it out to the 40-yard line. So Conneaut will get its best field position, and the young man picking that up was the slot back on offense, Milan Smith, the senior, and he puts them in good shape here on the 40. So let's see what the Eagle defense will do as they try to stop Neiman, Hearn, and company on this series. Grove City wastes no time striking on offense, do they?
That's for sure. You blink and they've scored.
All right, snap to Neiman. He's going to roll to the left, throw against his body. The pass is caught out there, and immediately a tackle is made by one of the Grove City Eagles.
Yeah, they rolled to the left, and he ended up turning around and throwing back to his right with a little bit of a dangerous play, but they completed it.
Lewandowski was the young man who made the catch, a backup running back, and he was met immediately. So it's 2nd down and 6. Neiman in the gun. Hearn to his left. 2 wides to the left this time. Neiman calls his own number and has scant yardage up the middle to about the 45.
Yeah, Sean Woods made a nice play from his defensive end position there from the tackle, which brings up a 3rd and 5, and this is one of those plays where, run, pass. In Conneaut's case, I would think they have a better opportunity in running it here.
I think they do, too. Tanner Neiman again awaits the snap. A blitz possibly coming by Grove City, and there is a flag. Did somebody flinch?
I believe they drew Grove City offsides.
Drew Grove City offsides. Okay. Grove City did the flinching then.
And Matt Howard is coming into the game, sophomore.
Replacing,
Looks like Sean Woods, 60. Is that 63 or?
63 or 53? 63 Woods.
Yes.
All right, so it results in a first down on the penalty, and here's the give to Hearn, and Hearn slithers along the ground across midfield down to about the Grove City 48-yard line for 2, call it 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, I think, Conneaut, they just need to, pass enough just to keep Grove City from loading the box, and, I think, and also the longer they keep the football away from Grove City, the better their chances are.
2 wides to the left. Neiman rolls left. Grove City after him and completes the pass for a little bit of yardage to Peyton Hearn. And he's across the 45 of Grove City and down at about the Eagle 40, which actually about the 41. It's going to be 3rd down and a yard now for Conneaut. So they're having some success rolling Neiman and finding receivers on the run.
Yeah, he's such a threat to run that really that's their best play because he is an athlete. He can run the football, and he's doing a nice job.
Yeah, they have some athletes on this offense. I can imagine what they're like when they have Sheets at quarterback.
Yeah, full strength.
All right, Neiman is going to give it to Peyton Hearn, and Hearn finds a gap, and he crosses the 40 to the 35 of Grove City, and that will be a Conneaut Eagle first down.
He just like his feet, he almost tiptoeing through there, pitter-patter, and then he just turns it on.
Yeah, well, he's quite an impressive specimen. There's no doubt about it. At 5'7", 170 pounds.
Very elusive.
2nd down 5. Here's the give again to Peyton Hearn, and this time Grove City says enough of that. They are all over the ball carrier. 3 tacklers were there to meet him. And it looked like Ron Howard, the 240-pound senior, led the charge, Coach.
Yeah, that defensive front of Grove City is pretty tough. Nick Smithers, Jake Bush, Ron Howard, Matt Howard, Sean Woods.
So here's a 3rd and 5 for Neiman and Conneaut. And he keeps it himself,
nice
and he's thrown down in the backfield. And that looked like...
I'm trying to
Was that Sean Woods?
I think it was Tyler Greer from his linebacker position.
Oh, Greer, okay.
Yeah, I think he...
Tyler Greer shot in there.
Shot a gap. And
that's a 2-yard loss. So it's 4th down and 7. And Conneaut is thinking about staying... with the offense on the field, trailing by a score of 13-0.
I would go for it also.
I think I would agree at this stage. Neiman in the gun is straight back. He's going to throw it out to the side. Pass is caught, but not enough for a first down. The catch is made inside the 35 at the 34 over on the far side. Did not catch who caught that ball, but the tackle was immediate by Grove City, and they have stopped Conneaut, and the Eagles of Grove City, leading 13-0 at the 1:38 mark of the first period, take over the football once again on their own 34.
Yeah, Grove City's defense did a nice job there. Short route by Conneaut.
All right, Brady Callahan in the gun, and Greer is back in the game, and Greer takes the handoff, and he right away runs into a problem, and they throw him down, and that'll cost Conneaut 15 yards. Even in high school, you can't grab a kid after the whistle and throw him down. And who was that big lineman who did that?
I think it was 58.
8. Well, that's Peyton Ordis.
Made a nice play, and all he had to do was just stop on the whistle.
Yep.
I know this might hit a nerve, Hugh, but it reminded me a little bit of the Steelers. They make a nice play, and then they have a penalty.
Yeah. Not good judgment in that case.
No, he made it.
And you don't want to give an excellent team like Grove City extra yardage and a shorter field. And speaking of a shorter field, they're up now at their own 49 with a 1st and 10 after the roughness penalty. Callahan, quick pass out here to Lutz. He's across the 50, and that's going to be about it. At the 49, they had 3 or 4 players around him, and leading the charge there was Devin Neal, the free safety who came firing up the secondary. It's a gain of 3, 2nd and 7 for Grove City at the Conneaut 48.
Yeah, that Conneaut did a nice job coming up and making a play there.
All right, here's the give, and straight ahead, Tyler Greer. Is that the?
That's Nelson.
That's again Nelson in the ball game.
And they switch him off, frequently.
Colby Nelson.
Tyler plays, middle linebacker on defense,
Right.
and try to give him a little bit of a rest. And
Sure.
looks like they're talking about another penalty here.
Yeah, let's see what they're going to do. I don't like the body language of Conneaut here. They seem to be frustrated.
Personal foul.
It is another personal foul on Conneaut, and Pat Gould has to be saying, come on, guys, we're at a big enough disadvantage here tonight without a lot of our key players due to injury. We can't be making it that easy for Grove City.
Exactly, and I know the Conneaut's got to be frustrated. They're down 2 scores here already in the first quarter, but you got to play smart football.
And there's another 15-yarder down to the 33 of Conneaut. Grove City, 1st and 10, 2 30-yard penalties here, Jeff Bell, on this series to help Grove City out. Callahan in the gun. He's straight back. Has a rush. He flings it out to the side to Greer. Greer is at the 30. He's out of bounds over on the far side at about the 25-yard line of Conneaut. And Greer caught that and made some good yardage, tippy-toeing down that sideline for an extra 5.
Yeah, just a little swing pass, and he catches it, and he got as much as he could before he was knocked out of bounds.
So it is 2nd down and 2 after the 8-yard gain. Callahan going to pitch to Greer. He's going to come to the right. They have him hemmed in, and they bring him down, and that's Peyton Hearn, who made the beautiful play there to stop him at the 26 or 25-yard line. And he does not have that first down. In fact, it's no gain. That was one of the best defensive plays of the day so
it was
far.
sick.
All right, and now we have a little bit of encroachment by Conneaut. And once again, helping the opposition. And that time, the young man who made that error was Devin Neal.
That's going to give them
the free safety, and that gives them that's 2 first downs by penalty now. And the ball is down to the 20-yard line of Conneaut. So 1st and 10, Grove City on the encroachment penalty. Callahan is going to fake and throw the out pattern, and it's caught by the wideout inside the 30 and down at about the 25-yard line. That was Logan Lutz, who made the catch, got what he could. Conneaut's not playing bad defense, Coach, if they just stay fundamentally sound.
Right, that's a play that Lutz scored on previously, so he still picked up 7 yards.
And now Lutz comes to the right. And here's the fake and the give inside, and just very short yardage down inside the 25 to about the 24-yard line.
Right.
And we have come to the end of the first period. It's been mostly all Grove City, aided and abetted by penalties. And after one, Grove City leads Conneaut 13-0. You're listening to Grove City High School football on Z104. This player ID is tough through the glass, and then with these numbers, the numbers are really hard, especially when it's over on the other side.
It's darker over there. It seems like when they get down in there, like on.
We have 2 drawings, one for the cash and one for a drawing for Calvin's Restaurant in Mercer. Middle school football players will be walking around, probably selling 50-50 tickets to support our Eagles football program. Also, again, stop by the fan tent tonight and support our 2018 band dance line and swim line. Oh man! Eagles 3rd and 2 from the 15.
in Conneaut territory to start the second quarter. Here's the pass by Callahan, and it's caught for a touchdown. Was that Tyler Chin?
I couldn't.
We're trying to make that identification on the far side of the field.
I think it was Landon Hedgeland, 20.
Was it Landon Hedgeland? Okay. Landon Hedgeland, a 5'11" sophomore, made that catch and went in for a touchdown.
He was wide open.
He sure was. Boy, beautiful fake. And great pass that time by Callahan.
And he was under pressure.
Yeah. Hake will try the extra point. They missed the last one. The snap is okay, little high, kick is up, and the kick is good. So there's a timeout on the field, 11:54 remaining until halftime. It is now Grove City 20 and Conneaut no score on Z104.
Corey, was that a Hedgeland?
Yeah, Hedgeland.
How many yards? I'm always off.
18 yards.
Reception. 11:54 of the second quarter, so 6 seconds in.
And the kick was good, 20-0. All right, we're back at Forker Field. A nice 18-yard touchdown pass from Callahan to Hedgeland, and the extra point by Hake was good. And it is 20-0 now in favor of Grove City.
Yeah, Hedgeland was wide open, but two good blocks by the wide receivers down there. I think one of them was Lutz, and the other one might have been A.J. Miller. It's hard to tell. They were down the corner of the end zone. And it looks like Hake's kicking
Yeah,
off.
John Hake is in there to kick off. And here comes the kick. It's down to the up man, and taking that kick is Lewandowski, and he makes good yardage across the 35 up to about the 37-yard line, where Conneaut's Eagles, trailing now 20-0, will take over the football again. And, you know, they just need a drive where they execute and don't make stupid penalties like post-possession roughness and things of that nature. So let's see what they can do against this very good Grove City defense.
Okay, then Grove City's missing a corner. Tyler Schreffler is out there at the corner. And Davion Say.
Tanner Neiman's going to throw the out pass, and the catch is made by Noah Richardson, the tight end, at about the 46-yard line, and that's a nice 7-yard gain on first down for Conneaut. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You know what, I don't know if Chin's hurt, or Carter Chin's hurt. I haven't seen him in the game here.
Neiman, with two protectors, is going to keep the ball himself, and he's breaking loose at the 50, the 40, and down to the 35-yard line. What happened there, Jeff? It looked like some Eagles were around, ready to tackle him, but they were fooled. It was a great fake to Hearn, and he kept the ball, but he got away from some Eagles and got a lot of yardage. It didn't look like he was going to get down to the 34-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's, finally Davion Say made the tackle, but that's what happens when you have a good running back and you fake it to him, opens things up for the quarterback.
Neiman is back. He's going to try to run. He's not going to get anywhere. He's going to lose yardage back to the 35-yard line. So he'll lose a yard, make that 2nd down and 11. He's quick, but he's not that quick. He had heat in his kitchen.
Well, you know, Grove City had a good pass rush. Everybody stayed in their lanes, didn't really give him an opening to run, because we've seen already, if you give him an opening, he has good speed and quickness, and he can turn a bad play into a good one in a hurry.
Two wide receivers to the left, Richardson, the tight end, wide to the right. And here's the fake, and Neiman's going to keep it again, and he gets good yardage this time down to about the 30-yard line, setting up a rather makeable 3rd down and 6 for the Conneaut Eagles. And if we say Eagles a lot, remember it's the Conneaut Eagles and the Grove City Eagles.
Conneaut's gone to a 2-back look, which is
they have.
a little bit different look, and they're moving to football.
Lewandowski is in there with Hearn. Rolling left is the quarterback, and he throws, and the pass is caught and run out of bounds inside the 20. And let's see where that catch was made. Inside the 20, they're going to put it down. Looks like right on the 20, Coach. Yes.
Yeah, it looks like
on the 15.
Number 7 for...
and that was Eli Boyce who caught that football.
That was a nice pass.
Yes, it was, and he caught it in full stride and gets the 1st down inside the 20 at the 15.
Yeah, Conneaut sprinted left and ran on a flood pattern and hit the middle guy.
Again, Lewandowski is joined in the backfield by Hearn, and Hearn gets the ball, but he loses it. It's picked up by Grove City, and the Eagles have the ball at about looks like the 13 or the 14-yard line. That ball just popped right out of Hearn's arms as he was trying for extra yardage. And who picked that up for Grove City and got it to the 14?
I believe it was Logan Lutz.
Mr. Johnny on the spot.
Right.
If he doesn't intercept, he recovers fumbles.
He's that's just the way he is.
Yes, he is.
But, Grove City's defense has been doing that all year. Conneaut had a nice drive, had it inside the 20-yard line, and, there was a hit, fumble, and Lutz was on the ball, and actually he picked it up and was running with it.
All right, so let's see what we do now. Callahan in the gun, and he fakes the handoff and throws it out here to Lutz. Lutz makes the catch across the 20 and down at about the 21-yard line. He doesn't have a lot of room to run, Jeff. They're all over him, and he uses his athleticism to make what he can, and he did get a good 7 on the play, but you thought when he caught it, it would have been for bigger yardage.
Yeah, it's all contingent upon the other receiver blocking. And
Callahan to Greer. Greer fights and twists and turns and gets to about the 23-yard line. He will be short by a yard or so of a 1st down, setting up 3rd and a long 1 for Grove City.
Yeah, Nelson enters the game. Watch Grove City to go quick here.
All right, Lutz in the gun. He gives it off to, is that Nelson?
That was Nelson.
And Nelson carries for no gain, really.
I don't think he got it.
No, I think he's short. So Grove City is going to come up 4th and a long yard.
And they're going for it.
And they are going for it with their 20-0 lead. A little bit of a gamble here, but, hey, this offense knows what it has to do.
I think they drew them.
Did they draw them offside?
I believe so.
Now, what kind of a trick did Sam Mowry have up his sleeve there?
That's just a hard con. And Grove City, when we're in that quick offense, they usually just go on the first. They use a set hit, usually go on the first hit, and that time Brady gave them a hard con on the first one and drew them off.
Well, I'm sure that was planned before the game that we may use that. 1st and 10, Grove City. Callahan back to pass, throwing down the middle, and he's got his receiver. And that is to Logan Lutz across the 45 to the 47-yard line for a Grove City Eagle 1st down. And here they are back at the line of scrimmage, wanting to snap the football immediately. Callahan with 3 wides. He's straight back. He has all day. He's gone down the middle. He's got his receiver again at the 36-yard line. And that is Mr. Lutz again.
It's hard to believe that he could be open again, but we have a penalty flag back here at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, it looks like it might be a holding penalty, Coach.
Yep.
It is. The old habeas grabus is going to reach out and grab Grove City. The flag is at the 40, so bring it back, and there's more work for Callahan and Lutz to do.
You know what, I've watched Grove City all year, and this doesn't, they're going to end up here with about a 1st and 25, and it doesn't seem to bother them.
Yeah, well, the way they can throw it, run it.
Yeah, they just keep, and they, just stay in that hurry up and just keep moving the ball on the field. But it's hard to believe that Lutz could be open so many times.
Now, by my math, it's now 21 yards to go 1st and 21. Don't ask me why, but 1st and 21. Callahan back, going to throw down the middle. Is that Lutz again?
No, I think it's Chin.
It's Chin, breaks the tackle, 20, and down at about the 17-yard line. Carter Chin, the tight end, made the catch, and that answers the question affirmatively. Nothing wrong with Mr. Chin.
No, I just, when he's out there, he's making plays, and I just hadn't seen him for.
Yeah.
Boy, like I said, he got him out of that hole in a hurry.
All right, and let's see what they're going to call right now. Looks like we might have a new running back in the game, and there's a pass in the end zone, in the back of the end zone, over the head of the intended receiver. Lutz was the intended man, right in the back of the end zone, just over his head. 2nd down 10 for Grove City.
Now, Grove City's come out throwing the football in this drive.
They sure have, and they have the football on the 26 of Conneaut. 2nd down and 10. Here's the pass again, or did he
hand it off?
Kind of hand that off to the tailback?
Right.
And that was...
I believe that was Greer.
Is that Greer in the game now? Greer took the handoff.
Here comes Nelson into the game now.
Nelson is now in the game. Okay. 35 for 11. And Nelson sets up behind Callahan after he gets 2. It's now 3rd and 8. And here comes Greer with the football. He gets around the corner and he steps out of bounds, and a flag flies, or does he step out of bounds?
Well,
I don't know what happened there. It looked like he stepped out. But he's in the end zone. Now, what's the penalty?
I believe you're going to get a block in the back.
Block in the back?
And it was Colby Nelson. It had that
Nelson
run.
was the ball carrier.
Did a nice job staying in bounds.
He sure did. I don't know how he stayed in bounds. A flag flew. Then all of a sudden it looked like he was out of bounds, and then he was in the end zone.
Yeah, it was,
but they are coming back.
Yeah, that was just one of those plays, and the receivers downfield trying to make a block. We call those effort penalties. That it wasn't something cheap shot. It was just they were trying to make a block to spring him, and unfortunately we got a block in the back.
So Colby Nelson will have to try to do it again here. He stays in the football game.
Be interesting here. It's 3rd and long, 3rd and 14
from the 21-yard line. A.J. Miller, very wide to the right. Lutz and Say down to the left. Here is the quarterback rolling to the right, and he throws, and he has his receiver, and I take it that's A.J. Miller, who made the catch inside the 10, and actually run out of bounds at the 10.
Yeah, so it's going to be bring up a
4th and about 4, Coach.
Right.
4th and 4 for Grove City at the Conneaut 10. And they're going to line up right now. Straight back to pass. And here comes the pass out in the flat, and it's going to be a touchdown. That was Colby Nelson who caught that pass from Brady Callahan. Beautiful pass that led the running back, and he can scoot pretty well, too.
He does a nice job, junior running back, and he's done that all season, come in and made some big plays. And, there's Grove City, 4th and 4, and they don't even huddle,
Yeah.
That's what amazes
they
me.
are amazing. There's no doubt about it.
I would have had to call a timeout there and discuss it a little bit. And there, Hake.
Hake is in there to try the extra point. Holding is Logan Brees. The snap, and the left-footed kicker kicks it no good. It was wide right. So there's a timeout on the field. 6:47 remaining until halftime. 26-0. Grove City over Conneaut on Z104.
support senior night with free hot dog vouchers and t-shirts for tonight.
I don't know how far the reception was.
How far was that, Corey? Okay, Nelson gets the touchdown on the pass from Brady Callahan.
Yeah, nice. He was running that little swing route and got some blocking downfield, caught it, and took it into the end zone for Grove City.
And the extra point was no good, so the ball is teed up, and Hake is going to kick off here for Grove City. John Hake.
Big play on that drive was the pass to Chin, though.
Oh, it certainly was, and he was wide open.
Yeah,
they did not account for him. All right, 3 deep men here for Conneaut. And the kick is going to be taken by an up man at the 30. And with a head of steam, he's across the 40 to about the 43-yard line. So once again, Conneaut will have good field position. But in many cases, they've been their own worst enemy with penalties and mistakes. So we'll see what they can do here.
Grove City was able to draw them off sides, for a first down in that drive. And, the previous drive, they had 3 penalties.
Tanner Neiman, the quarterback converted from wide receiver, doing his best using his athleticism. Peyton Hearn is to his left. And here is Neiman going to call his own number, gets across the 45 and goes down rather quickly at about the 47.5-yard line. Who was that flying missile for Grove City? Heck of a play.
That was a heck of a play. I want to say Tyler Greer, he has the black socks and his shoes on is the only way, but no, I thought it was Landon Hedgeland, number 20.
Hedgeland. Well, that was a pretty good play to stop a bigger gain. It's now 2nd and 5 for Conneaut. Neiman is back. He has time, and he throws down the middle, and it looks like he has his big tight end, Richardson, across the 40, and they put him down at the Grove City 37-yard line. It's not that Conneaut cannot move the ball, Jeff.
Right.
They are moving the football. It just mistakes.
Right there. And the last time they had a nice drive going inside the 20 and then, fumbled and Lutz picked it up. And or they may have had a score.
We're inside the 6-minute mark in the second period with Grove City leading Conneaut 26-0. Here comes a sweep and getting some yardage across the 40, 35, 30 is Davis was the ball carrier.
It's hard to read.
He got real good yardage. What's that?
It's either 26 or 28. I can't read the number there in the backfield. I think it's 26. Lewandowski.
Lewandowski carried the ball?
Yes.
All right, it's 1st and 10 now at the 27-yard line. Here's the pass out to the side. The catch is made down at about the 20, and the tackle is made immediately by Grove City.
Yeah, that was just a simple out, but he delivered the ball on time. He caught it. Nice gain for Conneaut.
Yes, it is. Gain of 6, make it 2nd and 4. They'll put it down at the 21-yard line.
We're in that spot on the field where it's hard to pick up these numbers.
Very hard. Over on the far side. Neiman, the quarterback. He's going to give it, or no, he's going to throw it, a fake to Hearn, and he throws it to Lewandowski. And Lewandowski is knocked down at about the 18 or 19-yard line.
That was A.J. Miller on the stop. Did a nice job. Colby Nelson's coming into the game, an inside linebacker.
Brady Callahan on that last tackle on the far side.
Yeah, that was, they have Callahan in at cornerback on the far side now.
Doing double duty.
Yeah, he usually plays, some corner, at some point in the game.
It's hard to take the good players off the field. There's no doubt about that. All right, Neiman on 3rd down and 2. Runs to the left. He's going to look. He's going to throw. And does he have a completion? No, they're going to say he's out of bounds.
Boy, that was...
Tried to go to Lewandowski, I believe, and he couldn't get his feet in bounds.
He had a choice there of running or throwing, and decided to throw it, but I think he could have picked up the first down running.
I think he would have. I thought that at the moment when he cocked his arm to throw.
And, this is only his second game, varsity game as a quarterback, but he's doing a nice job.
Yes, he is. 4th and 2 after the incomplete pass. The ball is on the 19-yard line of Grove City. Neiman with a hard count, and a flag flies, and somebody must have moved. Let's see what the side judge has in mind. He'll go out to his referee, Riley Smoot, and explain the situation.
I saw the Grove City's 2 tackles. It looked like they were going to maybe do some kind of a stunt, or they were going to stem and.
Well, they're talking about it a little bit. Illegal motion on false start on Conneaut. So it wasn't the tackles for Grove City. It was somebody up front apparently for Conneaut.
Yeah, it looked like they shifted. They were in one, maybe a 3 technique and shifted down into a 1, and that could have drawn one of Conneaut's linemen and made them move.
So the ball is now back to the 24-yard line of Grove City, and it's now 4th and 7. Neiman is back. Neiman is going to run. He has a little room. He's inside the 15, the 10, and cartwheels down to the 5-yard line.
That's where he is the most dangerous.
He really is, and he has long legs. And I'll tell you what, I really like this kid.
He's very impressive. Not afraid to, tuck the ball and take off and run. Nice hard run there.
So Neiman and the offense have a 1st and goal at the Grove City 5-yard line, trying to dent the scoreboard. Here's the give to Peyton Hearn. And I'll tell you, the Eagles of Grove City were waiting for him at the pass. He had nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. He gets absolutely nothing and loses a half-yard, Coach.
Yeah, it looks like the only way they're going to score here, he has to either pull the ball or they're going to have to throw it.
Yeah, running up the middle to Hearn is not a good opportunity now.
No.
In fact, they've kind of taken Hearn out of the game, don't you think?
Yes, and that's opened up the opportunities for Neiman.
Hearn sets up to the left of Neiman. Here's Neiman given to Hearn again. This time Hearn has a little bit of a head of steam and puts his head down and follows his blockers inside the 5, and it looks like the linesman is going to put it down at the 4 or the 3. Is that right?
Yeah, it looks like about the 4-yard line.
About the 4-yard line, and it's a 3rd down situation, or have they changed the marker on the far side?
It should be 3rd down.
3rd down. It should be 3rd down and goal, and we think it's at the. I think it's at the 3 right now, Coach. There's Neiman. He takes the snap. Neiman is trying to get into the end zone, and I don't think the Eagles of Grove City let him get there. No signal by anyone. I think it's on the 1-yard line.
It is. I don't know how he did not get in. He had momentum. There was a hole there, and somebody came up and made a nice stop.
They're saying the 3, but I think it's the 1-yard line.
I think it's the 1-yard line.
It is absolutely the 1, and this is 4th and goal. Let's see what Neiman does. He takes the snap. He gives to Hearn, and Hearn stands up and goes in for a Conneaut touchdown. That time he got a good block from the left side of the line, Coach, and he had that head of steam, and nobody was going to lay a mitt on him. So finally, for Conneaut, they've dented the scoreboard. It is now a 26-6 Grove City lead, and Conneaut is going to line up to try the extra point. Or are they going to run for 2?
They usually go for 2.
They usually go for 2, and they're going to do that right now. And they have Hearn and Lewandowski in the backfield with Neiman. Neiman rolls to the right, throws against the body. The pass is caught, but no, it hit the turf. It hit the turf. They were trying to get it to the wide receiver, Lewandowski, and he couldn't pull it in. So the extra point is no good, the 2-point try. And with... what is that? 2:19 remaining in the period. It is 26-6. Grove City over Conneaut on Z104.
That was, that's actually 2 good drives Conneaut's put together.
Oh, yeah, they have. They have.
That quarterback is just dangerous enough that, and you got that Hearn, a 1,000-yard rusher. You got to take him away, and but he can throw the ball.
Yes,
He's proven he can throw it.
And a couple of those kids. can catch the ball.
Right.
Now you got that Hearn 1-yard run.
Right.
Peyton Hearn, 1-yard run for Conneaut. Extra point, 2-point conversion try is no good on the pass. So it is now a 26-6 Grove City football game late in the second period on senior night here at Grove City. Last game in Region 5 for 2018 for the Eagles. The kick is short, and it's taken by one of the up men for Grove City, Jake Reddick.
Jake Reddick,
And
yes.
Reddick crosses the 40-yard line to about the 42-yard line.
Yeah, 2:14 to go in the half, and Grove City has several times this year. You know, they can score with less than 2 minutes to go in the game, so we'll see what they do. Last drive, it seemed like a lot of passing, and see what Grove City decides to do with 2:14 left.
They can open it up. There's no doubt about that with Brady Callahan. He is a very impressive quarterback, no doubt. Callahan in the gun. He's going to fake and go straight back. He has the rush. He rolls to the right. He looks downfield. He stops. He throws, and the pass is incomplete. Pretty well covered out there by the secondary for Conneaut. And there was one receiver for Grove City, and he was a little bit outnumbered out there, Coach.
Yeah, they did a nice job in pass coverage. Really no place to go with the ball. Grove City did a nice job protecting, but Brady finally, ran out of time and had to get rid of it.
A.J. Miller is wide left. 3 wides to the right for Callahan. He's going to fake the pitch, and he's going to throw a screen out here to Miller. Miller at the 45 and to about the 48. Now, describe that play for us. That was very well conceived.
Right. Actually, what they do is they set a screen to both sides. They have the running back on one side and on the trip side for a screen, and then they come back to a tunnel screen, which is just a lineman pulling out in front of A.J. Miller, the one receiver's side.
It only got 4.5 yards, but
Right.
it still was nice to watch. All right, here's Callahan back, and he's under the gun. He gets away from one man, gets away from a second, throws on the run, and is that pass caught at the 50?
Yeah, I believe it was.
It is. Was that Greer who caught
I think
that
that's
ball?
Davion Say that caught that,
Oh,
I believe.
it'll be
Fourth
fourth
and one.
and 2 at the 50. Still didn't get that positive ID on the far side, but I'll take your word for it. Here's the fake, and here comes the pass out to Logan Lutz, 50, 45, 40. He takes that screen, breaks the tackle, 20, 10, 5, touchdown! Logan Lutz, what a play!
Well, I'll tell you what, he used his stiff arm on the sidelines. How he didn't get knocked out of bounds is beyond me, but last week we had the same thing, and somehow he stays in bounds and takes it down the sideline.
I'll tell you, he is so dangerous, Jeff, and he has great body control. Great body
he
control.
does. He's just, I mentioned to you, we had 2:19, and there's still 59 seconds left in the half.
And it is now 32-6. And Hake, I assume, is the kicker here.
Yes.
Hake will try to add point number 33. Logan Brees, the holder. The kick is up, and this time the kick is good. So with 59 seconds remaining, Logan Lutz strikes again. It is Grove City 33 and Conneaut 6 on Z104.
I think it was about 48 yards.
Yeah.
It was right around midfield. God, I can never.
So far in the pace line. And then you also got to get over to the concession stand for some coffee, hot cocoa tonight, and support our varsity football program. Excellent kick for the Eagles. Back deep. Lee Gandowski, Boyce.
Logan Lutz strikes again. How far was that touchdown? 48 yards from Brady Callahan, who has thrown 4 touchdown passes here in the first half alone. Here's the kick by Hake. It's right down the middle, and it's going to be taken at about the 20.
It's like Boyce.
And that's Boyce across the 35, the 40, and a flag flies. Might there be a face mask in all of that? And all of a sudden, Conneaut with 51 seconds has the ball up near midfield. I think they're going to put it down on Conneaut's 45-yard line.
I think they're going to get 15 more.
I think they're going to get 15 more because of a penalty against the cover team.
Right. I'm not sure who it was. It was right on Grove City sideline. Hard to see, but someone definitely got a piece of the face mask. They marched it off, and Conneaut's going to start from Grove City's 40-yard line.
Yeah, they'll have the short field here, no doubt about it. And Hearn is going to be in the backfield. We see Braden Groover is a freshman, is now in at wideout for Conneaut. They also deploy Eli Boyce as a slot man on the left side. And Hearn is the sidecar for Neiman, and he gets the fake. And here is Neiman running around. He has Eagles all over him, and he throws to Hearn, and he makes the catch at the 35. He's at the 30 and down to the 25. Was that a wild play or what? I mean, he just went out into the left flat, and Neiman was running for his life. He had 6 Golden Eagles from Grove City after him, and they couldn't quite get him, and he completed the pass to Hearn, who was wide open. 1st and 10 at the 25.
Great athletic ability.
Boy, I guess it is. And now somebody was not on the same page there. Some people juked, and the others just stood there for Conneaut. So we're going to have a procedure penalty, I think, on Conneaut.
Yeah, that last play, he faked the ball to Hearn and ran a boot to this side. And Grove City had pressure with people all over him, and he scrambled around. And then what they tell you not to do, don't throw it back across the field late. He did. Hearn caught the ball, and nice gain for Conneaut.
It certainly was, and we have a timeout here. We'll keep it.
Yeah.
Reminder, we'll be here at halftime with all the statistics, the scoring plays, and there's plenty to talk about as far as that's concerned. Corey Corbin from Allied News is standing over here doing the stat work. And as always, we appreciate Corey's assistance.
And he does a nice job. And, it's been interesting to see what Conneaut does here. There's 35 seconds left, and looks like they still have 2 timeouts. This must be their first one. They're really not, set up for a passing team, but we've already seen today that Neiman, when he does go back to pass, is dangerous running the football.
Yeah, and he's effective on the out patterns. They don't seem to have the guys, Jeff, who can go down the field like a Lutz and make a big catch and then a big run after the catch. But
right.
They have to nickel and dime, but I'll tell you, Neiman is going to be a tired man when this football game is over. He's been running on every play, it seems. All right, he sets up with Hearn as a sidecar with 4 wides, 2 to each side. On first down, he's back. He gets a little pressure. He's running around. He's being chased. He is running to the left. He's going to run down the sideline and get out of bounds inside the 30, maybe at about the 27-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like Matt Howard finally corralled him. I think every defensive lineman for Grove City had a shot on him.
These linemen for Grove City have to be getting frustrated. It's a good thing it's not a 90-degree evening here because they would be tired boys running around chasing after this deer.
And I'll tell you, this is the fastest defensive line you'll see.
2nd down, 13. Straight back is Neiman. Neiman dances. Neiman cuts up. Neiman is going to run out of space, and an Eagle laid him out good. And he's going to be slow to get up. Who is that Grove City Eagle flying up from the secondary?
It looked like Colby Nelson.
I think it is.
Yeah,
that was a heck of a play. And do we have another timeout? We're going to take a 30-second break on Z104.
Comes back with 15 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, Colby has the little white socks, and Tyler's all black.
Glad you know all that stuff.
It's hard to...
Yeah, that's the way with me.
You say white, gold, white, gold, white. We say team,
in the half. And Conneaut has the ball on the 29 of Grove City. And Neiman is back to pass again, but he's going down in a heap back at the 38-yard line. A host of Eagles got him there.
It looked like Nick Smithers, I think, was the first to hit him. And Matt Howard, 55.
And the clock says zeros, and the clock has run out on that sack.
I think they got a timeout before the...
Did they get a timeout before?
I believe so.
They're going to put time back on the clock. So let's see what we're going to be told here by Riley Smoot. He's walking over this way, and I think he's going to instruct the clock operator to put 2 seconds back on. Just enough time for one play.
One more play, yes.
And the ball, though, is back on the 37-yard line of Grove City. And their only hope here, Jeff, is a Hail Mary, I would think.
Well, that or, like we said, if
or
Neiman,
let Neiman run around and everybody else collapses in fatigue and in he goes.
Right.
He's amazing.
He's a heck of an open field runner, and you're going to have to tackle him.
They shouldn't let them do that.
We have 2 seconds left.
So.
All right, here they come back out on the field, and let's see what Conneaut can do, trailing 33-6. Last play of the first half.
Hail Mary to the far sideline, looks like.
He has trips over on that side. Neiman is back. He is under the gun, spun around, gets away. He's at his own 48. He runs to the 50. He's at the 45. He stops. He throws to the end zone area, and that pass, is it caught or not? Grove City said it is knocked down at the 1-yard line. Apparently it was knocked down. Nobody caught it. There were 4 or 5 Eagles there and 4 Conneaut Eagles as well, but no Eagle caught it. And I would assume that's the end. No, there's a flag.
He's picking it up now.
He's picking it up, okay? So that means we have finally come to the end of the second quarter. That was wild.
That was a strange ending to the half.
Can you believe how Neiman got out of that?
Unbelievable.
He almost completed a pass down to the 1-yard line.
I think every defensive lineman had at least one shot at him. Some of them had 2.
And I'm going to tell you, if I'm going to play backyard touch football, Neiman's my first pick.
Yeah, Thanksgiving Turkey Day.
Yeah, he's my first pick. I don't care. He's a heck of a scrambler. Sure we played 2 periods of football. Very interesting football game. We're glad you're with us. It is Grove City 33 and Conneaut 6. We're going to take this 3-minute break, and we'll be back to take a look at the scoring plays in the first half and the statistical summary. That's all coming up next on the halftime show. Hugh Ringer and Jeff Bell bringing you Grove City High School football on Z104.
The song earned Franklin 2 Grammy Awards and is on the list of 500 greatest songs of all time. We dedicate our version to the late, great Aretha Franklin. Tonight, our silk line interpreters Darren Filer, Catherine Hatfield, and Jenna Miller will be talking to us. Here's respect. This song became the most recognizable signature song of Tina Turner. We now feature our dance line as they roll it down the river with Proud Mary. Band field advisor is Mrs. Kelly Hubbard. Throwing is our Nick Paparotti and Lexi Cavallo. Silk line co-captains are Logan Cruz and Laurel Wise. Dance line captains are Sydney Wise and Mackenzie Haggard. My name is Jason Dunn. And on behalf of the Grove City Band, I thank you for your attention and hope you enjoyed our halftime performance. And once again, we wish all of our Grove City seniors the best with their future endeavors.
run. They tried a 2-point play, and the pass was incomplete, and Grove City led 26-6. And finally, in the second quarter, with 59 seconds left, 50-yard Logan Lutz reception again. A great stiff arm on the sideline, stayed in bounds, took it down into the end zone, and Hake's kick was good. And that gives us our halftime score of 33-6 in favor of the Grove City Eagles.
Okay, thanks, Coach. I'll update some scores for you here quickly. Going on tonight, second quarter, Sharon leads University Prep 21-0. Greenville shutting out Lakeview. Sailors having a rough year at the half, 33-0. Trojans leading in that one. West Middlesex at the half leading Mercer 21-0. Those are the most recent scores that we have on the out-of-town scoreboard. And, of course, here it is 33-6 in favor of the Grove City Eagles.
You know, that Greenville score, Hugh, is, last week Greenville was playing Seneca, and they actually had to stop the game in the first half, leading 29-0. And that's, you very rarely see that, and it's too bad. But, against Seneca, they just some players got hurt, didn't have enough to finish the game.
Yeah, unfortunately that happens. In some individual statistics at halftime for the Grove City Eagles, Greer has carried the ball 8 times for 81 yards. Nelson 5 times for 16 yards, but he had a tremendous reception we were talking about. Callahan in the passing department, 13 of 16, 225 yards and 4 touchdowns. And by the way, his counterpart, Neiman, the athlete, 10 of 13 passing for 85 yards.
Wow.
Receiving, Logan Lutz. He has a game and a half, 6 catches, 121 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Miller, 2 catches for 18 yards. Chin, a big catch for 47 yards right down the middle. Grove City has 97 rushing yards, 225 passing yards, 322 total yards at halftime.
Wow.
Well, we're getting close to the start of the third quarter, and we are going to take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back with the start of the second half here on Z104.
So
I know they are. Well, we'll get it.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll be perfect. Oh, shit, I want to take this window out. You go ahead and take that.
Got it. Good. Whoa. Wait. You all right?
Yeah, you okay?
Yeah, I saw lights flicker in there.
I hit the light. All right. Let me put this over here so you don't have it fall on you.
Takes down towards kickoff at the 25 and returns it out close to the 47-yard line where the Eagles will take over first and 10. All right, 50-50.
Who returned that?
50-50.
Lutz? Brees. All right, we're underway here. Start of the third quarter. Brees takes the kickoff for Grove City and returns it. Nice job across the 40 to the 44, where the Grove City Eagles have it. First and 10, the initial possession of the third period. Eagles leading the Eagles from up north at Conneaut 33-6. And the handoff is going this time to the backup running back.
Colby Nelson.
Colby Nelson crosses the 45 and is going to be down right at midfield. So Colby Nelson gets the start here in the third quarter and picks up 6 yards, making it second down and 4. Give again. No, it's a quick pitch to Chin, and Chin actually catches a pass on a shovel variety that time. from his quarterback and gets close to the first down into Conneaut territory at about the 47-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 1, though.
That's a complimentary play to that little option they run.
Okay. And here's the pitch this time to Greer. He comes around the side and gets good yardage across the 40, the 35, and it's Nelson with the football. And Nelson gets that first down. And what did he get on that play, about 15 yards?
About a 15-yard gain. Nice.
Yeah.
That was that little option pitch they've been running, and good yardage, good blocking by the perimeter players.
And I'll tell you, Colby Nelson is having a very nice football game here tonight. All right, Brady Callahan in the gun. Brady's going to throw the pass out to the right. It's caught out there, and that's Logan Lutz trying to get away, but he can't do it. And they have him hemmed in for a loss back to about the 35-yard line. He'll lose 2 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
I think that was Lewandowski that brought him down. Nice tackle.
Yeah, really, he just wouldn't let go.
No.
And then he got the help from the cavalry, too.
Much chin here.
2nd down, and here comes Callahan back. He's going to throw it out here, and that's Chin with the football. And he is down short of the 30 at about the 32-yard line. Again, very good coverage. Was that Hearn?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, Hearn for a little guy, was able to hang on to Chin, who probably outweighs him about 25, 30 pounds, maybe more. And sets up a 3rd and 9. So Callahan, the quarterback, is going to have to pull something out here. Takes the snap, has a little trouble with it, throws down the middle over the intended receiver, Logan Lutz, down at the 10. Couple of defenders had a better shot at that ball, but the defenders, Jeff Bell, were in good position.
They were, and Callahan stood in there. He was getting pressure, and he got hit just as he released the football.
So Callahan on 4th down is going to go for it here. Ball's on the 31-yard line. Now he stops and looks over at the Grove City bench. They need 9 yards for a first down. They're going to have to get inside the 25 down to about the 23-yard line. Callahan is back, going down the middle, deflected, and almost caught. Did he catch it on the deflection?
He did catch it.
He caught that pass on the deflection.
Colby Nelson.
And I'll tell you, Nelson caught that ball, and Hearn is saying to himself, what do I have to do? He stretched his 5'7" body skyward and deflected it, and there was Nelson, Johnny, on the spot. Here's the give to Nelson, straight ahead inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line.
That was
Nelson is really having a nice football game.
Yeah, it was tipped by the Conneaut defender. He almost, picked it off, and Nelson just kept his eye on it and was able to catch it.
2nd down and goal. Here's the pitch to Nelson. He's going to turn to the right. He's running for the pylon. And there's a flag on the play, though. So we'll wait and see what that is all about. But he got into the end zone.
Yeah, there was nobody there. Got to the corner. Just he was able to, just jog it in.
Let's see what they're going to call. Holding on Grove City.
That's what it looks like.
It was a very decisive call by the official. He threw that flag immediately as Nelson crossed the goal line. So take the touchdown off the board and move the football back to about the 14-yard line of Conneaut. It remains 33-6. Grove City. So that's going to be 2nd down and a bunch. 2nd down and 13. Callahan fakes back, going to throw it for the end zone. This time it's picked off. It's picked off by Conneaut. And returning that out to the 5-yard line was, was that? It looks like it was Eli Boyce.
Number 7, yes.
Eli Boyce, the interceptor. He made a real nice play. He jumped the route, didn't he, Jeff?
He did. The ball was a little bit behind the receiver, Davion Say. That's who he was going to, and it was a little bit behind him, and Boyce made a nice play.
So they'll be in the shadow of their own goal line here as Conneaut comes out with quarterback Tanner Neiman with a sidecar, and it's Hearn, and he gives it off to Hearn, and Hearn will have very short yardage, crosses the 5 to about the 7.
You can see what kind of adjustments Grove City's defense made at halftime.
Actually, are they going to give him a gain at all? It looks like he had no gain on the play.
No gain, yeah.
We'll say it's down at the 5-yard line, 2nd and 10. Neiman takes the snap, gives it to Hearn. Hearn gets to the 3rd level and almost broke it across the 15 to about the 17, and they'll move the chains. Conneaut has a first down.
Yeah,
he was one step away.
Yeah, Logan Lutz made a nice tackle there. If he doesn't tackle him, he's gone. That's one of the few plays that Hearn's had some running room tonight.
3 wides in the football game now for Conneaut as they get some maneuvering room here. Neiman will set up with Hearn to his left on 1st and 10. And he keeps it this time. Neiman has running room across the 25, and he's up to about the, keeps moving to about the 28-yard line.
He's close to another first down.
Yes, he is.
You know, they had him in the backfield. Looked like one of the defensive linemen, and he stepped out of that tackle and was able to pick up about 10 yards.
So move the chains again. Another first down for Conneaut. Make no mistake, they're down 33-6 in the ball game, but they have been moving the ball fairly consistently all evening.
That's a sign of a well-coached team.
Yes, it is. Here's the snap. Here's the give to Hearn, and he'll have a couple as he fights for yardage up to about the 29.
You know, it's not an option offense, but it's almost like you're playing an option offense. You have to, Hearn has to be, somebody has to take responsibility, but you also have to have someone on the quarterback.
Right.
You don't know when he's going to pull that ball.
Again, 3 wides are in the football game. They don't throw to them very often except when Neiman's on the run. Neiman is rolling to the left. The southpaw stops. He gets away. He throws. The pass is batted down by one of the big defensive linemen for Grove City.
Looked like
Matt Howard?
55, yes.
Okay. Matt Howard got the big mid up there, 6 foot, 205-pounder. And it's going to be a 3rd and 9 now for Conneaut with 7:37 remaining in the 3rd period. Trips in the wide receiver department to the left. And Lewandowski is back in the ball game. And I'm sorry, it's not Lewandowski. It is Noah Richardson, the tight end, who splits out wide to the right. And he is in single coverage by A.J. Miller.
It's Tyler Scheffler out there playing corner.
Neiman takes a bad snap, one-armed, and gets away. He's going to throw in the run, and a flag flies. The pass is caught up here by the tight end, and he is quickly knocked out of bounds by A.J. Miller of the Grove City Eagles. But let's see what the penalty is.
That's like Noah Richardson, number 20, caught that.
Yeah, it was Richardson, the tight end, tackled by Miller. And is there a penalty?
There is a penalty.
There's a penalty, but now we're finding out holding on Conneaut.
Yeah, that's
so that'll move
takes
him
his
back.
time on those.
Yes, he does.
Those signals and and I know from experience you don't want to hurry him up. Just let him.
No, that's right. Oh, you know from experience.
Yes,
is there a story there?
No, I just believe me from experience.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe they got you for being a little impatient, Coach.
No, I'll tell you.
Not you.
You know, it's something you learn from experience. Just let the officials do their job.
Right.
Your job's the coach, and theirs is to officiate.
Well, their job is to march the ball back, and they just did 15, back to the 15-yard line. And we now have 3rd down and, 23 yards maybe. Snap to Neiman, and he gives it off to Hearn. And that's just a gimme play to run the ball back to the 15-yard line and on 4th down try to punt the football away. That's their only alternative here.
Well, not too many teams are built, to pick up 3rd and
no,
whatever that was, 25.
Not.
And they're in their own end. It's the beginning of the second half, and they don't want to give up an easy score.
Noah Richardson is going to stand back at the 5-yard line to punt the football away. And is that A.J. Miller or Logan Lutz?
Logan Brees is back.
Oh, Brees is back. Okay.
13.
Here's the kick, and it's low. It's going to bounce and roll out of bounds near midfield. Boy, they're lucky there. That was a terrible punt. And it does go out of bounds. Let's see, at about the 50. Are they going to put it right on the 50? I think they are.
Right on the 50. That punt probably didn't get any higher than about 10 or 12 feet.
No. It's a wonder it cleared anybody.
Yeah.
So Grove City gets the football now at the 50, leading 33-6 with 6:48 remaining.
It's Grove City's second drive of the second half, and we'll like to see them get that running game going again.
Well, Nelson is in the ball game, and he has the fake, but here's the pass, and the pass by Callahan is complete. And is that Nelson who caught that ball?
I think it's Landon Hedgeland, number 20.
Landon Hedgeland caught it, okay. And he crosses the 40, and let's see where they're going to put it down. They're going to put it down at the 38-yard line, and that's 11 yards and a first down for the Grove City Eagles.
Yeah, it's
Callahan with the ball, throws, and he's got his receiver at the 35, but it's caught immediately by Landon Hedgeland, and he has his pins knocked out of him on a fine open field tackle by one of the Conneaut Eagles. I believe Eli Boyce made that tackle. So it's going to be 2nd down and 6 after the gain of 4. Callahan going to pitch it. And here comes Nelson. Nelson has his leg cut out from under him by Peyton Hearn. He's a good running back, but he's a pretty doggone good defender.
He's good. Definitely.
Yeah.
A good linebacker. And, there's that wrestling. He came in low on a low signal and took him down.
He loves that low center of gravity, doesn't he?
That's for sure.
All right, it is a negligible gain that time. We'll call it 3rd and 6 for Grove City. Let's see what Brady Callahan does here. Sends a man in motion. He's going to roll. He's going to pitch it to Nelson. Nelson's going to cut it up the field and across the 35 down to about the 33-yard line. Nelson getting a lot of work here, Coach, in the second half.
He sure is. And but you know what? He's used to it. They do this, every week, and he gets his share of the carries and does a great job.
Has a gain of a few. It's 4th and 5. 4th and 5, and of course Grove City will go for it at the 33-yard line of Conneaut. And it's a reverse to Logan Lutz. And he is down inside the 30, the 25, and down at the 24. Move those chains. It's a first down for Grove City.
I think that's Lutz's first carry of the night. He normally carries the football between 5 and 10 times a game, and that was his first carry.
And it's Corey Corbin is pointing out that it looks like Tyler Greer is down here taking it easy on the sideline. It doesn't look like he's hurt, but he's not in the game. It could be something mild, but meantime, Grove City carries the football for a short gain here. I was taking a look at Greer down on the sidelines, and no gain, 2nd and 10. Ball is on the 24, and here's Callahan back. He's going to throw the out pattern, and it's caught. And look at the guy get laid out. One of the referees over there with the chain crew at about the 15-yard line. Boy, you can have serious injuries like that.
You sure can.
In fact, I was at a game in Tampa Stadium years ago, and I saw a great former defensive lineman in the NFL end his career by tearing up his knee on one of those sticks. That's no fun. But it's a first down for Grove City. The ball is on the 14-yard line.
10-yard reception by Lutz.
Here's the give straight ahead, and that's the ball carrier Nelson going straight ahead, and Nelson's across the 10 and is down at about the, looks like about the 7-yard line. He'll have a 2nd and 3 coming up. Callahan gives it again to Nelson. and Nelson's down to the 5. And he is very close to a first down, but I think he's going to be about a yard short or 2 yards. Let's see. It's being placed down at the 5. It'll be third. To get those chains straight there, looks about third and a long yard.
Yes.
Third and a long yard. And here comes, was that Nelson?
That was Nelson. They gave it.
Boy, and Nelson got nailed by Lewandowski. And it is now fourth down.
Yeah, I think he lost a yard.
Oh, he lost a yard? Okay. Who was that ball carrier again?
Zach Martin.
Oh, Zach Martin was the ball carrier.
Now, yep.
Okay. All right, so it looks like Grove City is going to go for it on 4th and 2. And here is the roll. Here's the pass, and it is knocked down. Was that by Hearn? Who gets up limping.
He was in the area, yeah.
Yeah, it looked like Hearn might have, on the pass rush, deflected Brady Callahan's pass. So Grove City comes up short on this drive and turns it over on down, Coach.
Yeah,
on downs at the 5-yard line.
10 plays and no points.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen very often.
3:03 remaining third period. It remains 33-6. Grove City leading Conneaut. And Conneaut gets the football now. And let's see what Tanner Neiman is able to do. Again, backed up. Well, he's going to give it to Hearn. And Hearn is going to just take it straight up the middle. And he has several yards on the play. In fact, we'll give him 3, make it 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, that, the one thing, even though Grove City turned it over on downs, it was deep in their own end, and, Conneaut's trying to get some breathing room here.
Tanner Neiman has them at the line of scrimmage, but is taking his time as some kind of an adjustment there by the officials. Now they're ready to go. Neiman in the gun with the sidecar. And Neiman gives it straight ahead to Hearn, who keeps fighting for yardage and gets a little bit, gets 3 more yards, setting up 3rd down and about 4 as they put the ball down at the, looks like at about the 12-yard line.
And this is where I'd expect Neiman to, either fake it, giving the ball to Hearn and pull it, or one of those roll-out passes.
Let's see what Neiman does. He has 2 wideouts to the right. He's going to run it to the left and try to cut it up. And he is not going to get the first down. In fact, he's lucky to get to about the 14-yard line, which would leave him at least 2 yards short of the first down. It'll be 4th and 2.
Yeah, it looked like Matt Howard and Jake Bush stopped him. He had 2 lead blockers, but Conneaut thought about going for it, but now it looks like they're going to punt.
Yeah, well, I would think they would. And is that Lewandowski back into punt?
I believe so.
Kind of looks like him.
And this time I think Noah Richardson, number 20.
Noah Richardson, the tight end, will do the punting this time.
It looks like Lutz back.
Is that Lutz standing back at the 45? And it's a nice kick, sending Lutz back to take it on the bounce at the 47. Across the 50, 45, going to reverse his field. He's trying to get away, but he cannot get away from extra defenders on special teams who come along and make that play. And part of the tackle, at least, will have to go to Peyton Ortis on special teams for Conneaut.
It was Lutz, he made 2 or 3 guys miss, and then again, it looked like somebody just got him by the arm and
spun him around, and cavalry came.
Right, very close to breaking it.
But the ball's at the Conneaut 45 with 52 seconds remaining in the third period. Grove City leading 33-6. And Brady Callahan breaks the huddle.
Looks like Colby Nelson in it.
Nelson is still in at running back. And we're going to run a jet sweep. No, we're going to run a pass down the middle to Lutz. Oh, he had it at the 20, and he could not squeeze it at the 19. I don't know whether he looked to see if anybody was around him, but he just didn't look the ball into his hands.
It was one of those, there was no one around him.
No.
And I think he saw a touchdown, and Maybe took his eye off it, but
he doesn't do that very often.
That's the first time I've seen that this
Yeah.
year. He usually catches it when you don't think he can catch it.
Brady Callahan is back. He has Rush coming after him, and boy, he had nowhere to go there.
Wow.
They had an umbrella of 3 guys coming after him, and he takes a huge sack back at the 43-yard line. Wow, that's a loss, Coach, of 12 yards.
Yeah, Grove City decided to run 2 verticals up the hash and then 2 deep comebacks, and that takes a little bit of time.
So now on 3rd and a mile, Callahan is going to have to air it out. He throws down the middle, and it's incomplete, and good coverage out there on the Eagle attended receiver, Hedgeland. And that was a real nice play by Devin Neal, the free safety for Conneaut area.
It looks like you might see a rare sighting here, Grove City punting the football.
Well,
I don't know. Yeah, it looks like Miller is going to punt.
Miller is in the game, and the 6'5" wide receiver is going to stand inside his 30 to kick the football away. Is that Neiman back? Can you believe Neiman is all this running around he's done? He's going to return a punt. Grove City contacts the kicker is contacted, and he went down, Miller, and a flag flies, and I think we're going to have roughing the kicker. Your impression is it's going to be running into the kicker?
I know. I'm just questioning if it's an automatic first down because, remember, Grove City was in a 4th and 22,
yes.
So even a 15-yard penalty.
Yes.
I don't know if it's automatic or not.
Well, everybody's coming back.
Now, they could take the penalty and go for it. Yeah, it's a 15.
It's roughing the kicker against Conneaut.
First
but
down.
They're saying first down, Grove City. That's a heck of a break, you know?
That's a big penalty. That was 4th and 22.
And the ball is placed down on the Conneaut 44.
Wow.
So 3 seconds remain in the 3rd period, and let's see what Grove City will do here. But they are in great shape now, and they split a couple of guys out wide, including Miller. And it looks like Davion Say is in the upper right.
It's Lutz on a sweep.
Lutz on a sweep. Lutz is at the 40, the 30, the 20, and he's down at about the 10-yard line on the other side of the field. Boy, did he take off with that ball. Logan Lutz.
Turned a corner and turned on the speed. That gives you a little idea of his speed. And nice run.
Grove City's in business at about the 10-yard line of Conneaut in the red zone when we return for the 4th period. After 3, it is Grove City 33, Conneaut 6 on Z104.
At this time, we'd like to recognize senior cheerleaders, varsity captains.
I can't figure out what's wrong with Chin.
You think he's hurt?
He usually punts, and he didn't punt. And this Landon Hedgeland, who's been in, that's who's in for him. I don't even see him.
Chin.
Yeah, I'm looking for him.
Our senior cheerleaders, we will miss you. Good luck to you.
But I didn't see him get hurt or. What's this? Is him right here?
30
with his hands in his pocket, jogging right there and running. No, that's 58.
That's 58. The ball is on the 9-yard line of Conneaut as we get ready to start the 4th period. Grove City leading 33-6, and the Eagles have it with a what situation? Fourth down?
First and 9. First and goal.
First and goal. Why do they have that marker up on the far side? Here's the pass by the quarterback out to the flat, and it's caught inside the 10, down to about the 6-yard line.
Landon Hedgeland.
Hedgeland was the recipient of that pass from Brady Callahan. And so he's down to about, looks like about the 5 is where they put it down. Grove City spreading things out here a little bit. They're going with a banana bunch to the right. And Callahan has a single setback, and he fakes and he throws the slant intended for Miller, and it's incomplete at the goal line. So that'll bring up 3rd and goal at the 5.
Grove City's had a little trouble getting the ball in the end zone here.
Yeah, they have.
In this half.
And again, Grove City has receivers all over the lot. 4 wideouts, and they're split very wide, 3 to the right. And let's see what Callahan does with a single setback Nelson. He's going to pitch to Nelson. And Nelson's at the 5 and into the end zone for a touchdown for Grove City. Colby Nelson, the 5'10", 160-pound junior, landed on his derriere in the end zone, but he'll gladly take the touchdown. He had his pins knocked out from under him, but it is now 39-6 Grove City, and the Eagles are going to go for 2.
Yeah, Grove City was helped on that drive with that roughing the punter.
Yeah, they certainly were. Brady Callahan gets it to Nelson, and this time Nelson is crunched, and he falls into the end zone, but they're going to say he was down, and it looks like a player for Conneaut is really hurt, Coach, down at the 2-yard line. He is writhing in pain at the 2-yard line. The extra point is no good. The score now, Grove City 39, Conneaut 6. We'll be back on Z104.
Yeah, there was a collision down there. And, they were trying to get that 35-point. The 2-point would have made it 35.
Yeah.
The trumpet at halftime. Yeah, Lawrence was never that good at football. Gave up by the time he got to college. But he also learned.
Taken by Lewandowski on the far sideline. At the 15, Lewandowski returns it out to the 40-yard line. Conneaut, first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Shifted with the toss. Johnson McFadden with a great toss too. Cheerleaders. plays Gracie Thomas, Sarah Fisher. Dawson Huber. That last home game, they're going to get rid of some stop here tonight. Some of the throw too. Mercy's got a handful. Mayer. Nice t-shirt feed. Pop out. Neiman completes the pass. To Joyce. Tackled by Tayshawn Say. Morgan Williams looking for someone to throw it to.
We got another.
All right, Sarah, toss it off. You can make it. Lewandowski carries for Conneaut. Be lost in the play. We would like to send a special shout out to Coach Jack Bell and Hugh Ringer from Z104 tonight. Need his pass intended for Schmidt to take complete. Coverage on the play by Tyler Schreckler. It'll be 3rd and 11. Christian Stewart off from shout out. Leaving is stopped. Rockwash Howard. Seth Davis also. 4th and long for the Conneaut 43-yard line. On their own 20-yard line. Left off, 2 other cheerleaders had a great season here. Field, Courtney Babel. I think we mentioned Abby Shipton already. Patty Morgan, one of our junior captains, will be here back next year. Mel Hickley, Josh Huber, Morgan Williams will return. Sarah Fisher doing a great job with freshman for the Eagles. Emmett Thomas and Trotterman also. Martin takes a pitch from Callahan. Forced out of bounds by Gruber. He's 2nd and 9.
Play 2nd down 9. Here is the fake to Martin, and the pass is completed to A.J. Miller, who breaks loose at the 50, the 40. He could go all the way. 10-5, touchdown.
Wow.
How about A.J. Miller The senior 6'5" wideout on senior night. He'll remember that play. How did he get away there at first?
Nice.
Looked like a simple out pattern.
Right. It looked, was that one of what they call quick. To AJ, quarterback just gets the snap, turns, and throws it out. Made a guy miss, and then he outran everybody
Off
to
to
the
the
end
races,
zone.
as they say.
Nice to see for senior AJ.
Yes, it is. 7:55 remaining when AJ did that. And AJ Miller has made it 45-6. Hake will try the extra point. The left-footed soccer-style kicker awaits the snap. The snap is good. The kick is up. And the kick is good. So there's a timeout on the field. The Grove City Eagles have extended their lead. It's Grove City 46 and Conneaut 6 on Z104.
West Middlesex 35. Stakes, excellent stick. 1 to 10. And out to the 25-yard line. Daniel Tay on special team stop.
Mercer 35-0 at Mercer. Farrell 48, Reynolds nothing. Those are some out-of-town scores. And, of course, Wilmington is up big over Sharpsville.
We have a lot of new players.
We do. So bear with us, folks.
Right.
Do we have a new? No, Neiman is still in at quarterback.
Right.
Tanner Neiman wants to go the whole way, and he handed off to somebody who's in, I think, is that Braden Groover?
I believe
Maybe.
So, number 2.
Yeah, Groover is the running back.
Okay, we have Brees at safety and Schreffler and can't see the other corner. Landon Hedgeland, outside linebacker.
All right, here's the give once again to Groover. And Groover is across the 35 to about the 38-yard line. And he's very close to a first down. They are going to call it a first down for Conneaut. So Grove City is definitely emptying the bench. And
yeah, I see.
Jeff Bell is taking out his roster and getting very serious now.
I see Nate Wadsworth and Gage Stogolonsky out there for Grove City on the defensive line.
And here is Neiman still running and gaining yardage across the 45 up to about the 47-yard line. He gets 9 on first down, and it'll be 2nd and 1. This kid is running up some very impressive numbers, scrambling and throwing, but mainly scrambling.
James Palmer, number 31, a senior, is playing the corner. Want to make sure we get him recognized.
Absolutely. 2nd and 1. Here's Neiman giving it off, and straight ahead goes that little tailback, Braden Groover. Groover's across the 50 to about the 47-yard line. And it's another first down for Conneaut. First and 10 at the Grove City 47 with 5:53 remaining in this football game. The Grove City Eagles are well on their way to another big victory here, which will make them 8-0 going into Meadville for the final game of the regular season.
We have a freshman and a sophomore at linebacker.
Okay. And here comes Neiman running the football across the 40. Hey, these kids like to hit, though. They smack him down at about the 37 or 38-yard line, and Neiman is getting up limping a little bit.
That was the freshman, Curtis Elvis, that made the tackle,
well,
28.
He looks like he wants to play some ball down the road.
It's nice to see these kids getting some playing time here on senior night.
A couple of substitutions for Conneaut. Schmidt is back in, and he lines up as an H-back. This time the give, straight ahead, Lewandowski with a head of steam across the 30 down to about the maybe the 27-yard line.
Looks like, yeah, Logan Brees in on the tackle, number 13.
First and 10, Conneaut. Ball is on the 27-yard line of Grove City.
They're still not in a hurry.
No, they're not. They're going to take their time with Tanner Neiman at the controls. Groover to his side, and he gives it off to Groover. And flag flies as they're still trying to get the ball carrier down, and they drag him over to the sideline.
It looked like Grove City came in and tried to strip the ball instead of tackling, and the ball carrier was able to stay upright. It looks like Nate Wadsworth in on the tackle.
And we have a face mask called against Grove City.
Yeah, that was, I think, part of them going in trying to rip the ball away. I ended up getting part of the face mask.
And for most of the play, they were grabbing instead of tackling.
Right.
So they'll march this off against the Eagles. They're going to go inside the 20 and actually going to take it down to about the 13. Or no, yeah, about the 13-yard line is where it is. So it's going to be first and 10 for Conneaut on the Grove City 13-yard line. With 4:04 on a turning clock. Neiman takes the snap, gives it to Groover. Groover probably has, no, Hearn is back in the ball game. That's kind of surprising. Yeah. Hearn back in the game when this game is well out of control, and he gets, I don't know whether he got any yardage or not. Does not look like he did.
No,
no yardage. We'll call it no gain. Second and 10. He's had a few of those tonight. So they'll line up and try again. Neiman is going to roll to the right, pitch to Hearn, and Hearn's going to get a little bit of yardage here, but he attracts a crowd